Welcome to Amazing World Channel.
The celebrated economist, who quit the Greek government in 2015, said the rise of Germany's right-wing FDP and Alternative for Germany AfD parties killed off hopes of a more united Europe promoted by leaders such as France's Emmanuel Macron. Mr. Varoufakis tweeted the 20% plus rise of the FDP AfD means one thing: Macron's strategy for a federation lite is dead. For more years of EU disintegration ahead. Yanis Varoufakis predicts EU disintegration in the wake of the shock German election result. Angela Merkel won a fourth term as Chancellor, put her part suffered heavy losses. The 20% plus rise of the FDP AfD means one thing: Macron's strategy for a federation lite is dead. Yanis Varoufakis. Angela Merkel won a fourth term in office, but her Christian Democratic Union (CDU) saw its vote share fall by around 8%, the worst result for the party since 1949, while the AfD gained a similar amount to win its first seat in the Bundestag. At the same time, Germany's second-largest party, the Social Democrats SPD, only won around 20% of the vote, and have ruled themselves out of forming a coalition with Angela Merkel. The CDU is now likely to form a coalition with the FDP and the Green Party, but the uncertainty, along with the rise of the Eurosceptic AfD, is hurting the euro. The AfD's campaign capitalized on a backlash over Mrs. Merkel's decision to open Germany's borders to migrants and refugees in 2015. The party's success has shocked Germany's political establishment, but Mr. Varoufakis said the Germany's mainstream ruling parties got what they deserved at the polls, and called for a new style of European democracy. He said that CDU, CSU, SPD reaped the harvest they had sown. Time for a transnational European democracy movement. Mrs. Merkel told supporters said she had hoped for a better result. She said she would listen to the concerns, worries and anxieties of AfD voters and try to win them back. Mrs. Merkel also said her government would have to deal with economic and security issues as well as addressing the root causes of migration, one of the main reasons behind the AfD's result. She said, "Today we can say that we now have a mandate to assume responsibility, and we're going to assume this responsibility calmly, talking with our partners, of course." AfD leader Alexander Gauland is calling for new immigration policies. On September 25, 2017, demonstrators scuffle with police during the protest against the anti-immigration party Alternative for Deutschland AfD. After German general election Bundestagswahl in Berlin, AfD leader Alexander Gauland vowed to fight an invasion of foreigners into the country. He said, "We want a different policy." Mr. Gauland said the AfD, which is expected to take 94 seats to become this largest party in the 709-seat federal parliament, had been elected to uncompromisingly address immigration issues. He said, "1 million people, foreigners, being brought into this country, are taking away a piece of this country, and we as AfD don't want that. We don't want to lose Germany to an invasion of foreigners from a different culture. Very simple."